Hey everyone, we are live on Twitch. I'm going to do some grinding in WoW Classic Hardcore. I'm playing extremely conservatively on this character, just leveling it up, killing one mob at a time. Very few quests, nothing difficult. You know, we're doing WoW Classic Hardcore, and if you die, you're dead permanently. So I do not want to die. I want to go slow and steady and level this character up one mob at a time. Let's log in. So we're going to sit here and be cozy and drink tea. Let's see. I have a little trouble with the desktop audio here, it seems. There we go. We'll turn that up a bit. Hope the sound's okay. Let's see. Can I do any cooking? Nope. Need more reagents. Okay, so what I was doing, I was grinding mobs over near Hogger. I don't want to do Hogger himself yet, because I might die and I don't want to do that. So we're just going to go kill, like, what are they, gnolls over there? And boar and bears. And anything that will keep me alive to fight another day. I'm just gonna sip some tea and be cozy today. Today's the first day of my online classes that I teach, and I've taken care of all the necessary business I have to take care of for my online classes. So that means it's time for some Warcraft. I've got about 2.5 hours to kill. I don't know if I'll stream the whole time or not. Oh, hello, Lady C Gaming. Hello. Oh, and Little Cod Kitten. The stream keeps freezing like every 20 seconds for about 5 seconds. I know, I don't know what's causing that. I've been messing with the streaming settings. It says I'm dropping frames. Sometimes it seems to work well, sometimes it doesn't. I'll keep working on it. But hello to you both. I see you got 2 people tuning in, so thank you. You'll have to forgive me too. I'm on, probably the part of the problem is I'm on this laptop as opposed to a desktop, and for several reasons. And you'll have to forgive me though. It's hard to see the chat while playing on the laptop. So I just kind of flip back and forth. I'm going to get a better setup here soon. Necessity is the mother of invention. I just haven't needed to until now. So thanks so much for stopping in. Stay a while and listen and be cozy. That's my plan for the day. I'm just gonna... Thanks.
Oh, how generous.
weird. I was streaming with these exact settings the other day, nothing changed, and maybe my internet was a little slower day. I don't know. So I'm really sorry. It's not too bad. I will keep working on it, but I'm a little outside my element. I bounce back and forth. I looked at a couple of websites that recommended streaming settings for Twitch. And 35 bits per second, I think. And a rate of, or a resolution of 720p.
That ability isn't ready
Which
yet.
should be adequate.
I can't do that yet.
But who knows? I also need to work on getting a wired internet connection. Yeah, same here. Lots of freezing, I know. Tis the season for it, right? It's weird because nothing out of the ordinary is happening. Most other devices in the apartment are using the internet, so it might be a slow internet day for some reason. I'm kind of just lurking around this little, what's called the forest edge, somewhat near the road. I don't want to get drawn too far in because I don't want to die. I know it's not the most interesting big slow grind my way through the levels, but that's what I've decided to do in this character. And my character's name, Ashland Chick, is so funny. My first character ever in World of Warcraft, like 19 years ago, was called Cruise Chick, and it's Cruise. And 20 years ago, I thought it was funny to call a character a chick because I was playing a female character, even though I am not female myself. And so the name kind of stuck, and I still have that as my main character in retail. So when I created this character on WoW Classic Hardcore, I was living in Ashland, Oregon at the time, so I decided to call it Ashland the Chick as a little nod to my old character. So that's the reasoning behind this very anachronistic name. I no longer live in Ashland, and I'm not a chick, so there you go. Cracks me up, though, when I see it. Younger me thought that was clever, I guess. Or maybe older me does, too. Not very clever. But a little homage to my first tune. I know there's like a group of gnolls over here. I don't want to get too close to that. Oh, hello again. I am using Wi-Fi, and that's maybe part of the problem is the place, for reasons that aren't worth going into, the placement of my router is not really convenient to run a wire, so I'd have to run a fairly long wire. So it could very well be the fact that I'm on Wi-Fi, although I've had decent luck streaming in Wi-Fi the last few days. Sometimes it seems to work well, sometimes it doesn't. But I might try it. Worst case scenario, if it doesn't work, I'll get a long Ethernet cable and go wired and see if that helps. The other half, I play retail most of the time. Actually, I only very occasionally do Classic Hardcore, and it was actually a little surprising to me to realize how much WoW Classic Hardcore is prominent on Twitch. I didn't realize it was such a thing, such a culture unto itself on Twitch. So, hey, there's Ava. Hi, Ava. What is this little icon? PogChamp. I don't know what that means. Hey, how did your first stream go the other day? I noticed that your profile wasn't set to record the stream, so I couldn't watch it, so it's probably lost time, but So you should update your settings so we can watch future streams. Sorry I missed it though. We were up in Truckee and Tahoe yesterday. Decided to go on a day trip. So early I was tuned in, as you know, but I missed it. And predictably, I'm just hanging out in Elwood Forest, killing mobs. Classic.
I don't have a target.
You know me. Well, it really is dropping frames badly, isn't it? 63% over the last 2 minutes. We'll see if it gets better. I hope it's not totally unwatchable. Not that there's much to watch while I'm just killing boar in Elwood Forest. Gnolls and boar and bears, oh my. Ava, you'll appreciate this. I'm drinking a cup of tea here, and as you may or may not know, you probably know this because I know for a fact that you're a Star Trek fan. Michael Dorn, who played Worf on Star Trek: The Next Generation, voices some of the human non-playing characters in World of Warcraft, and we found out in season 3 of Star Trek Picard that Worf likes to drink tea, chamomile tea in particular. So now, whenever I'm drinking a cup of tea, you know they have these tea bags that have little pithy inspirational quotes on the tag to the tea bag. I can't help but hear it in Worf's voice, so here's one in Worf's voice. It goes like this: to live with heart. There you go. That's Worf drinking tea. Use your head to live with heart. And what can I do for you? Because he's the voice of the human characters. I think that's funny. Wouldn't have pegged Worf as a tea drinker. I guess that's not true. There's an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation, maybe at least 2 episodes of Star Trek: The Next Generation, where Worf drinks tea. He and Pulaski do tea. And there's another episode where there's some pretending to be humans that serve tea, and he says, "Good tea, nice house." That's always tea, apparently. If this wasn't a hardcore server, I'd be playing a little more aggressively, but I just kind of like the meditativeness of this repetitive mob killing. Let's see, Lady C Gaming says, actually just rolled a new pally to run through Legion, just because I hadn't played through the whole storyline before, so nothing wrong with grinding quests. No, there's absolutely not. I love Legion, actually. There's so much to do, I think. And I love the replayability of the different class hogs. I still haven't done that. I've done a handful. I want to go through and play the Legion storyline on all, so I can at least. To remind myself to sit here and eat food on these classic characters. Well, a little spoiled nowadays in retail. Reminds me of so much when I was grinding from like level 30 to level 40 vanilla down in Stranglethorn Vale. Pressure is a little lower then, but it took forever. That was such a long grind. Actually, you know what I can do real quick? I could check the, make sure my game isn't chewing up processing power. There's the graphics settings in the game itself. Let me do that real quick. Oh, yeah, so you don't need 100 frames a second. Let's get this down to 60. Okay, this should help. This might help a little bit. I forgot I had it set to 100 for some reason, but there was no reason for that. I don't know if that's related. It's probably the Wi-Fi. I love this guy. He gives me a buff every time he runs by. I love it. Thank you. People are so nice and classic. Like they actually stop and wave and say hi. Let's see here. Get back to the road just in case I need to cut and run from these guys. Classic hardcore has that nostalgia vibe going from any player. Yeah, it does, you know, and it's just times have changed so much. I mean, I remember back in the day, I'd never seen anything like this game. Although I used to play like old, I'm gonna date myself here, but I used to play like an old text adventure game, Colossal Cave Adventure, back in the day, and I just loved the slow exploration aspect of it. And you know, at some point, we all just decided we wanted to run through things as fast as possible. Go, more of this achievement, this mount, that mount, and you know, I just like enjoying the world. Look how beautiful this is. Someone took the time to create all this, or someone's took the time to create all this. And I love the slow gameplay, and the fact that you can't just fly anywhere, and the fact that you can't take portals everywhere. Just means the world feels so much bigger, and I love it. I'm still enamored by it and captivated by it. Excitement of going into a new zone after having spent, you know, 10 levels in this zone, or 15 levels. An actual danger when you have to be careful how you play. Thanks again. You're live on Twitch.
Thank you.
But it's not just nostalgia, because there are a lot of younger players that play Classic and, you know, kind of, I want to say discovering it for the first time. They've probably played some retail WoW, or maybe they haven't. But there's something universal that resonates with a lot of people, even through nostalgia, I think. Sort of goal-oriented when it comes to work and career and many other aspects of life. And it's nice just to, yeah, you can be goal-oriented in completing a quest. You just can't complete as many quests. You can't have as many goals in WoW Classic. So there's something just satisfying about one little thing at a time and taking your time to enjoy the ride a little bit, especially in these fast-paced, stressful times. I think people need a little bit of calmness in their lives, and WoW Classic probably fits that bill a little more than WoW Retail. Although, as Ava, who may or may not still be watching, can attest, I do love playing Retail with my friends.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Through my Bernacian blue here. I might have to head back to Elven Forest and stock up on, or the inn, Lion's Pride Inn, and stock up on provisions. What do I have to eat here? I've got some boar ribs. Got one bottle of potion, health potion. I've got healing potion. I've got Bernacian blue. Is that it? That'll be all the food I've got. And we got some roasted boar meat. And we're probably okay, actually. But I have to run to town and sell some things here soon anyway. I was kind of moving in slow motion this morning. I wasn't really feeling that good, but I had to get up and send a welcome announcement in my new online classes that I teach and answer a couple questions. They're waiting for me in my college class. All I really wanted to do was sleep in, take a cozy and play some cozy WoW. It took me a few hours to get moving to really even do that today for some reason. I haven't been feeling good lately. For the last couple months, I've just been feeling really low energy and a little stuffed up. Like, I don't know if it's allergies or been a little under the weather. Maybe I got COVID and it's lingering. I don't really know, but for some reason I've just been lower energy than usual. I know I'm kind of just running in circles here, but I'm letting these mobs respawn, and I could probably move on to, in fact, I know I could move on to Westfall at this point, but I'm just playing extremely cautiously, so once I get another couple levels up, I will move on to Westfall with its amber waves of grain. See if the stream is functioning better now that I've lowered the frame rate in the game. How's the stream quality? It says I'm still dropping frames, so I hope it's not too bad. I might just have to run down to Staples later and get an Ethernet cable. I don't know if I'm in the minority on this one, but I actually miss these classic character models. I got so used to them. I played my main character, S-Cruise chick in Retail for years with basically this character model, but I had different hair. human female with longer hair and slightly more brunette color than this one. But I got so used to that model, I was a little kind of annoyed when they changed the character models on me. Although I've become used to the subtler facial expressions and smoother movements, but I like these old character models. Worst case, get out of here, but let's try here. Drink a potion while I'm fighting.
Need more rage.
There we go.
Light be with you. Possible that Warcraft is the reason I didn't get a PhD, amongst other reasons. Who wants to write philosophy papers when you can be a hero in Azeroth? Like-minded soul here is just going to grind his way through the Pokemon tubes, and they don't get any credit. It's one of the weaknesses of WoW. You don't get any experience. This is a mob. Yes!
Nice to be a good neighbor, though. I mentioned a few years ago the old text adventure game Colossal Cave. Who on earth would want to watch me live stream Colossal Cave Adventure, but I wouldn't mind taking a little trip down memory lane and playing the old text adventure game. Maybe doing a little compare and contrast with its distant descendant, World of Warcraft. Yes, Cozy. Hello, it just checks. The more cozy things I can do on this channel, the better. I do want to do some things that are not just World of Warcraft. I mainly play World of Warcraft, but I also do some retro gaming. I play a little Diablo, some vintage computing, but it's all cozy, right? None of it's high stress. Not as high stress as trying to kill Hogger with a bunch of level 1 characters. Death Run, as I'm told it's called now. Yes, I will come to the next one. I hopefully I will. You know, my schedule for streaming is a little inconsistent, so if I am able to, I will come to the next one. I already have a level 1 character. I made it on, is it Doomhowl? Is that the name of the server? I forget, but I created a character on there. I was a little confused, though, because I created the character, but I didn't see... I was trying to figure out where you guys all were, but I didn't see where everyone was. I couldn't see everyone, so I don't know if they do... is it phasing? Is that what they call it? Sharding in WoW Classic, but I didn't see everyone. Maybe you have to be in a group to see everyone, but I do have a character I created, a level 1 human warrior. It looks very much like this character, but on that server. So, yeah, count me in. Absolutely. Layering on a Friday. It's my username. Like my battle tag? I'll put the battle tag in the chat here. I think I gotta make sure I get it right. I haven't thought about it in a while. Oh, you mean Discord? Yeah, that works. That works just fine. Weird fun stuff I love to do. Some time ago, I created some videos of a fishing raft and retail to raft around the continent, rafting around the Eastern Kingdom, Gondor, so on and so forth. And, you know, cozy.
Not enough rage.
Although when I get a little higher level, I might go back and complete some of these lower level quests just to something other than grinding my entire way up to level 60. Although there might be something satisfying about just grinding my whole way up to level 60. It's kind of what I did in retail anyway, to some degree, back in the day. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. You know, I'm just getting started.
No rage.
Even though I've mentioned this before, I think, but I'm a little not insecure about it because I do public speaking so much. I'm a teacher and I teach philosophy, and I have to be interesting a lot of the time. I have to be interesting for work. I have to be interesting for teaching. But I'm not totally confident that I have what it takes to be interesting day to day to day, hour by hour by hour as a streamer. So I'm kind of dipping my toes into it. But so I appreciate that anyone who takes the time to watch. I can't imagine that this is very interesting, but I hope I create a good cozy vibe. I hope my voice is easy on the ears. A couple of jobs ago, I worked for a company called Hot Chalk as an instructional designer. And I was doing podcasting at the time. Because of that, I became known as the guy with the microphone. So anytime the company needed something recorded, whether it was a video, whether it was like a telephone system recording, they would have me do it because I had the good microphone. They started calling me the Morgan Freeman of Hot Chalk because apparently people thought my voice was easy to listen to. So I hope you guys find that to be true as well. Spread the word. And if you happen to tune in while I'm playing with my good friends, Julia, Marina, and Joe, and my girlfriend, we all got jokes, so when I'm playing solo, I tend to play kind of cozy like this. But even with that group, we tend to do like slow dungeon runs and just kind of have a laugh-a-thon, and not power our way through dungeons. We try to just take it easy and go casually and enjoy the playtime. Thank you. Oh, gameplay sound is slightly louder than my mic. Oh, let me change that. I can lower that. I wasn't sure about that actually. I've got a little, as you know, there's a little graph that shows the audio levels, but I don't know the optimal settings yet. It's a little different from the audio editing I do for work. Yeah, Twitch is connected to Discord. I think. Maybe I haven't actually. I'll have to look. Let me see. I might be able to figure that out right now. Do I have my Twitch connected to Discord? Let me see. How does one find this out? Settings. Content and social? Authorized apps. Connections. Oh, it says streamer mode enabled. It may not be letting me... Oh, there we go. Okay. Connections. No, I don't know how to do this. Let's see. Yes, here for the action. How many boars to level 60? Quite a few. In fact, I better get out of the forest while I'm messing around with my Discord settings. I'm going to get my ass handed to me here if I don't get to the road. I don't know if I have my Twitch connected to Discord or not. I'm going to check it out, but I don't know how to do that off the top of my head. So let me Google it real quick and see what I can come up with. Connect Twitch to Discord. I'm just Googling it. Settings, connections. Oh, okay. So let me see here. Connections. I think it's just not letting me do it because I'm streaming right now, so I'll have to mess with that later. How many boards still is the South Park? I do remember that. I haven't watched that South Park episode in a long time. Yes. Well, we're killing bears as well as boar. Is it boar or boars right now? Set as a streamer friend. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Just Jex. Streamer friend role on my server. I didn't see it, so when you go live, it'll show up. That's awesome. Really, that's awesome. I do want to grow this channel, and I've been playing for years and years and years, and sometimes you get stuck in a rut, and I think streaming is exactly the thing that will get me out of my World of Warcraft rut. Although Ava might tell me that killing boar all the way up to level 60 is being stuck in a rut. Actually, you could kind of do the math, maybe. Just like I did, remember, Ava, I did the old crafty achievement in retail. I kept track of how many fishing casts I did to get old crafty, and I wrote a blog post about it. And I forget how many it was, but I should have been keeping track of how many boar it would take to grind all the way up to level 60. That would have been so much fun. I don't know if I'll ever actually do that, but it's the kind of thing I would do. Just how I roll. Use an add-on for that? No, I actually just you know what I did because every time you fish, you get some loot, whether it's a fish or a junk item. I actually just kept track of how many were in my bags, how many stacks of the different items, and added them up. That's all I did. No, no add-ons. Me use an add-on? You know I don't use add-ons. I do want to try the role-playing add-on. I think you called it My Roleplay. Is that what it's called? But no, I didn't do this add-on for that. You know. You're part of my inner circle now. You know that. That's not totally diabolical. I think at a certain point I ran out of bag space, so I did have to, you know, like write down my tally on a piece of paper and then clear my bags out and fish some more and then add it up. But I was pretty diligent about keeping track because I knew I wanted to write a blog post about it. I already had the idea for the blog post when I started doing it. I hope I avoid the trappings that some streamers and podcasters and people on microphone call into. I don't want to do like an artificial radio ease kind of voice. I hate vocal fry. I don't want to do vocal fry. I hate repetitive intonation. So I hope I sound natural enough to be enjoyable to listen to, and I hope the intonation is varied enough where it's interesting, and I don't sound like you know, one of these podcasters or YouTube video creators that just does the same intonation over and over and over again. And I hate vocal fry, even though I've been told I use it more than I think I do. Like this, once in a while. No, I hate that. Can't help being from the West Coast. It's not just a West Coast thing. It's totally not. It actually transcends gender and transcends geography. I've watched a couple videos by linguists on it, and it doesn't fit neatly into the categories you would think it does. It's become viral to some extent. Which explains why I just can't stand listening to most podcasts that other people can listen to. Can't help being from the West Coast. That's true enough, I guess. At least I'm from Northern California. It's a different world up here than in the on fire Southern California. I've been trying to do a little research. My great uncle was a builder and architect in Southern California in the early 20th century, and one of the big mansions in the Hollywood Hills is called the Blair Estate, and it's an 11,000 square foot mansion that my great uncle designed and built. I forget the year. I want to say 1920 something. And I don't know if it's still standing or not. I'm really curious, and I haven't been able to find out, and I don't know the area well enough to be able to figure it out by map. I mean, I could figure it out, of course. I just haven't spent much time on it. But I'd love to find out if that's still standing or whether that was consumed by the fire. Moon Unit Zappa taught me different. Okay, I know you're a millennial, Ava, and I'm not, and so I don't understand that reference. Moon Unit Zappa? What is that? Please clarify. You know I'm getting old. My mother would say I was born old, but I like to think I have a youthful zest for life. But no, I don't understand that reference. Sorry.
Not enough rage.
You have no excuse. I wasn't even alive. Oh, the song from the 80s. Oh, Frank Zappa's daughter. I guess. Not off the top of my head, though. Sorry. Don't count on me to understand all the cultural references, even from my own generation. I was more of a, you know, Bette Midler kind of guy when I was back in the 80s. Give me a good pop love song any day. My favorite song when I was a little kid was, actually there were two. There was Sarah by Starship, and I also liked, oh bloody hell, what's the name of the song? Give me 1 second, I'm gonna look it up. The Captain of Her Heart by, who is that? Who is that? By Double. Those were my two favorite songs in the 80s, so gives you some sense of what I like to listen to back then and why I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, we're creeping up on level 14 here. Another 15 minutes or so. Maybe 20 minutes. Forgot how long it takes to charge Thunderclap. That was my favorite ability back in the day. I don't know why. I just get a kick out of Thunderclap. The animation's cool and the action is cool, and I like it. But it takes a while to recharge, so I don't get to use it very often. Like, it takes quite a bit of rage, I guess. See how my bags are doing here. Might have to go sell some things. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a little detour. I've been grinding for a while. Back to town. I could set my Hearthstone there, but this is cozier. So much for that cup of tea. See how we're doing on, I want to say gold, but silver I don't have any gold at all. 13 silver, so I think we might be able to do a little cooking. So trying to level up slowly at the same time. And maybe we can get enough silver to buy a new armor piece. And back in the day, it was just so exciting to get any new armor piece. It wasn't as easy as it is now. The gold didn't flow like it does.
Open for business.
I was talking about this, Ava, with you. There's this old horse, Palomino. This is a mount you can get in WoW Classic and in vanilla WoW. And they took it away. They replaced it with the Swift Palomino mount that has some armor on it. And this was my favorite mount. And I traded mine in for the Swift Palomino when I was able to do that. I forget by what means that happened. And then they took it away. So this is not a mount you can get in the game currently in retail. But I wish they'd bring it back. It was my favorite mount. And I'm glad I can get it in WoW Classic here again. And at least look at it. But that was my favorite mount right there. Just the regular old Palomino mount. And I've sent a couple of requests to Blizzard to see if they will give it back to me. Because if you still have the item, you can still use it. It's usable, but it's just an item. It wasn't added to the mount journal, to the collections tab. But they basically responded, no, we're not going to do that. So a couple times. Lost cause. So much for the Palomino mount. No, I could have been a millionaire. Wait, you lost me. Millionaire how? Like, because of the Palomino mount, if I had held on to it? Is that what you mean? I may yet still be a millionaire. Wait and see. You know, I already have 9 followers on Twitch, so I'm practically famous, right? It can be a race. Who can get more followers, me or you, Ava? We'll see. Probably you. Okay, let's see. What can I cook here? I can do some boar meat. Let's do it. I've been playing with the music off, and I find it's actually more immersive and more enjoyable for me. I can actually like hear all the sound effects, like this little sizzling cooking sound, without being too distracted by the music. Okay. Let's sell some things here.
I supply only the finest goods.
See, we do not need leather. We don't need broken fangs. How about this belt? It's a gray item, but 58 armor. Oh yeah, it can go. I'm not sure if it's worth it to auction the malachite. Leather belt, go away. Boar tusk, spring water. Hey, Amanda. How's school?
It was good.
Good. Just doing some Twitch streaming. Get tiger's eye. Mace we don't need. Fangs. Bear tooth. Boar tusk. Chipped claw. Gun. Ruined pelt. Get rid of all the junk items here. Just want to make sure I didn't accidentally sell a weapon I can use. What was that? 5 to 11 damage. Oh no.
Have a good one.
Oops.
Looking for something specific?
I think I'm gonna stick with a one-handed weapon on the shield for the moment. Although I might change that eventually. Okay. I might take a trip over to the auction house and auction off some of these crafting reagents. Not quite as repetitive and meditative as grinding mobs, but it's got to be done. Go see what cozy things are happening in Stormwind. So as other people viewing have probably figured out, my friend Marina, aka Ava, is online, and she has a Twitch channel, and I'm going to promote her channel right now. Ava Games TV. You can see her username in the chat, so follow her too if you haven't already. She's amazing. She's a much better WoW player than I am. Shameless plug for friends' well-being. I think I'm going to get this character up to level 14 and then take a little break and maybe come back and do some retail WoW later. It is definitely cozier to do WoW Classic though. And it seems like more people like watching Twitch streamers play WoW Classic. Oh, of course, Ava. What are friends for? Oh yeah, auction house over here. Let's see what we can sell. Linen's gotta go. Let's do it 24 hours. I don't know what these spider legs are for, but we'll do all those as well. I don't think I need them for anything. Is that everything? You know what oh, Malachite, that's right. And wasn't there a Tiger Eye? Yeah, Tiger's Eye. You know what I really miss is the bag cleanup button. Okay, I've got, what, 22 silver? Let's see if we can get anything better, like a one-handed sword. Usable. See, nothing I can afford. I don't have enough ducats yet. It's okay. Let's go back and grind some more mobs, and then I'll take a little break after a while. I don't know how people do streaming for hours and hours and hours and hours, like the all-day streams. Yeah, after a couple hours, I'm just like, yeah, okay, time for a break. Time to do something else, and I'll come back later. I've also been uploading these to YouTube, so I want sort of hour or 2 hour long bite-sized chunks to upload to YouTube as well. Now that I have enough YouTube subscribers to monetize my YouTube channel, which took quite a long time.
King's honor, friend.
Much appreciated.
Must have Star Trek on the brain. I thought that person's character's name was Jadiaz. Or Jadiaz. We're going to head back over to the forest edge and kill a few more boar and bears, gnolls, until we get to level 14. Death free. My good friend Julia and I created classic hardcore characters. We were playing together quite a bit more aggressively than this. We just wanted to see how far we could push it, and we didn't get very far. We died inside the kobold cave, trying to do whatever you have to do, explore the cave or get the candles or whatever you have to do in that first null cave you encounter. Or not null cave. What are those things? Kobolds. Kobold cave. Which is apparently the most common way to die in WoW Classic. Some time ago, quite a long time ago now, many months ago, the Blizzard released a little graphic showing the most common means of death in WoW Classic, and it was the kobolds, I believe, in the cave.
Not ready yet.
Back to the grind. I know I'm not getting any experience points for this, just being a good neighbor here. So Ava, if you're still listening, what were you doing in your first stream? Did you have a goal, or were you just capturing your normal gameplay?
I knew the target. How generous.
Someone wants to do Hogger, but nope, I'm just slow grinding. Too risky.
Too far away.
Risk averse on this character.
I knew the target.
That board did not go down easily. Eat some food here. This other player came through and cleaned out some of these mobs, so gotta wait for them to respawn. Oh, there's one. So let's see, we've got what, about 1,100 more experience points we need to level up. So about 10 of these level 9 normals. 10 and 11. Ooh, what is this? Oh, held an off and journeyman stave. Can't use that. I mean, I could, but it's not helpful. think I'm going to go ahead and mute my microphone so I don't get any copyright strikes as a result of the TV show in the background. But I'll be here, just casually grinding mobs, and I'll keep an eye on the chat periodically, so keep the comments coming as you see fit, but enjoy the cozy vibes.
The target. Much appreciated. fantastic. Goodbye.